Welcome, welcome. Good evening. All right. I think it goes without saying this game has a ton of implications on it, and the Rams get it first. We're just jumping right into it, and he is going to start reversing field a little bit, and the Rams are going to start their first drive of the night at the 29-yard line. So it goes without saying that this game is absolutely important for both of these teams. You have the Rams, number one seed in the NFC, playing the Seahawks, number five seed. They both have the same records. The Rams, however, have one game up. Well, technically the same record, but the Rams have already beaten the Seahawks. So we will see what happens this one. If Seattle wins, I mean, they could very well win the NFC, not just the NFC West. And you're going to start with Stafford under center. Hands it off to Williams, who gets tripped up, but actually gains his balance and gets a heck of a push. Probably a gain of 7 there. And as you can see, we are repping the beautiful rivalry uniform. This thing is gorgeous. And you can see those helmets that Seattle's wearing right now. They look good. All right. Stafford under center. Williams is the back. Hands it off to Williams. And Williams gets touched behind the line, but breaks the tackle and gets a yard. So we're going to have a 3rd and 1 coming up. 3rd and 1. Do you do 3 runs in a row? Man, seeing these jerseys on the field, they look good. They look so good. All right. Stafford's under center and Williams in the backfield. And it's a pass to Nakua, and it is off the mark, incomplete, and Seattle forces a 3 and out. They're on the 38-yard line. I don't see them going for 4th and 1 here, but oh no. McVay has that look in his eye. They're going for it. 4th down in their own territory, 4th and 1, and they are going for it. They were going to kick and then change their mind. Stafford under center. He hands it to. Oh, he got it. They handed it to Williams, and he picked up about 2.5. Mm, it's hard. 4 down football is hard, and we see so many teams this year doing it. So I mean, that's three. What is that? 4 plays, all run plays. Oh no, the one was a pass, incomplete pass. Sorry. All right. We got Stafford under center again. There ain't no way he hands it to Williams again. Williams gets another 7 yards. That's 5 plays, 4 of them to Williams. Seattle has yet to allow a 100-yard runner in the last 23 games. Longest active streak in the NFL currently. But it looks like the Rams are trying to take that away with this drive. He's probably got 20 yards already. Williams again. Wow. Yeah, that's 19 yards for Williams already. Or sorry, 23 on the first drive. That's 5 rush attempts already. I apologize if I'm not as animated as I usually am. My son was just in the ER. He's finally home, so I'm just trying to be quiet. Oh, and we got a pass by Stafford. He's going to run for it, and he slides. So it was a 4-yard gain, 2nd down. All right, so it'll be 2nd and 6 here. Williams in the backfield. It's a handoff to Williams. Who would have thought? This time he gets stopped for 3, so it'll be a 3rd and 3. Oh, sorry, 3rd and 4. Hopefully Seattle has home field advantage this time. I think they've earned it. All right, 3rd and 4. Shot out of the shotgun. Stafford's passing. It was thrown to Ferguson. He did not make the first down. Forward progress will have him 4th and 1. They're going to go for it. All right. All right, 4th and inches. They give it to Williams. And that looks short. That looks short. Line judge looks like he's going to place it short. On 4th and inches, it looks like Kyron Williams got stopped. Official timeout for a virtual measurement. So we'll see how they placed it. All right, let's see what happens here. Oh, it's so close. All right, here's a virtual measurement. Oh, they're saying it's 15 inches short. Hell yeah. Seattle got a turnover on downs, boy. Good defensive stop there. Hell yeah. That's awesome. All right. That's what we need. We need Seattle's D to step up, guys. That is what we need. All right. I'm just. Do, 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 do. All right. Let's make sure I didn't just screw that up real quick. Sweet. All right. This is just there's so many implications in this game. So we'll see what happens here. But Thursday night football, this is probably the best Thursday night football game that we're gonna have. Hey Barry, how you been, man? Hope you're doing well. It's been a while. I'm glad to see you're still here, buddy. All right, we're just on a commercial break here. You're tired, man. I feel that. I appreciate you coming in and saying hello. I am exhausted as well. I not gonna play the game on who's more tired, but my son was in the PICU for the last couple nights, so I was staying at the hospital, and that couch is just awful. I appreciate that. You've been here since you found me on Call of Duty. Dude, the Bears look so good. I hate to say it because it's just always fun to pick on a team, but the Bears look good, man. Ben Johnson has really turned that team around. I'm happy for you guys. You guys have been through it. All right, so we're about to see Seattle's first drive of the game. It's going to start with Darnold under center at their own 39-yard line. Fake the handoff to Walker. They throw it. It's A.J. Barner. Barner makes the catch and gets about 8 yards. Very nice. Man, these jerseys look so good. It's so nice to see them live. You guys really have. You've just kind of like comparable to the Browns, honestly. It's like Bears, Browns, but I feel like the Titans are the new Bears. That or the Falcons. No, the Falcons actually had talent. All right, Walker gets the handoff. He's running to the left, and he gets pushed out of bounds just after the first yard line, or the first down marker. Sorry. All right, looks like Seattle's offense is playing a little bit tempo right now. We're gonna have a 1st and 10 at the 49. Darnold's under center with Walker in the backfield. Got man in motion, fake the handoff, rolling right, throws it left to Walker for a screen. Walker has room. He's got 10. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5. And he is brought down at the 5-yard line. Let's go. I want to scream, but my son is sick and sleeping, and my wife will kill me. That was a 36-yard gain. 46 yard? 46-yard gain by Walker on a screen pass. Hell yeah, Seahawks. Let's go. I don't know when the Browns last made it. I feel like they did because I think the only team to actually never be in a Super Bowl is the Vikings. All right, 1st and goal at the 5. Charbonnet's at the running back spot. They pass it to Cup. Oh man, they were trying to get Coop. They were trying to get Cup to score against his old team. Very man, if you had watched last week, or even if you just go onto my channel and just scroll to like the last 15 minutes and just watch 5 minutes of it, you'll see how I was. I didn't have anybody home. It was just me, no kids, no wife. So I got to actually stream the way I want to, and it was intense. All right, Darnold under center, Charbonnet in the backfield. 2nd and goal at the 4.5. They hand it off to Charbonnet. Charbonnet takes it in for the touchdown. Hell yeah. I'm going to just do this instead of clap. Looks like I'm jerking myself, but you know what? It's impressive if I could do that with 2 hands. Did not take long at all. Seattle first on the board. 6 points on the board for Seattle. Let's get that updated there. Oh, that looks good. Beautiful. Right up the gut by Zach Charbonnet. Beautiful play by Zach Charbonnet. Hell yeah. All right, we got Mr. Reliable, Jason Myers with the kick. Perfect. That is number 43 extra points in a row. Okay, I wasn't sure if the Browns never have. I'm actually going to look that up. I'm going to look what NFL teams have never been to the Super Bowl. Okay, the Vikings have. All right. So the Cleveland Browns, Detroit Lions, Houston Texans, and Jacksonville Jaguars are the only 4 teams to never make an appearance in the Super Bowl. And then teams that have never won are the Cardinals, Falcons, Bills, Bengals, Chargers, Vikings, Panthers, and Titans. So that list is a lot longer. So there's 4 teams that have never even been, and then there's 5, 6, 7, 8 teams that have never won. or that have been but have never won. So that actually means 12 teams have never won a Super Bowl. Wow, I didn't realize that. That's a third of the league. So you're telling me 33% of the league has actually never won a Super Bowl. Honestly, you know what stings worse? Being a Bills fan. Didn't they go 4 years in a row? Or not in a row, but they've been to four? Yeah, they did it in a row. The Bills went 4 years in a row and lost every single one of them. Jesus. That's got to be the most brutal. That is the most brutal, I would say. I don't think anything gets more painful for that than that. I think I'd rather be shit. Like give me the Browns or the Bears last 2 decades instead of going to the Super Bowl 4 times and having my heart broken. I mean, I felt like crap after Seattle lost in the Super Bowl, and that was just one loss. Making it 4 years straight is absolutely insane. But how can you be that good at being second? like, like that's awful. All right, Seattle up 7-0. This game is so important, so important. All right, Myers kicks it off. Oh, and it's bobbled at the 3 yard line, but he picks it up. He only gets to the 24 though. Gets absolutely bodied. Oh, this is exciting. We are 11-3. So I'll give you a quick rundown. The Rams are 11-3. Seattle's 11-3. The Rams are first in the NFC. Seattle's fifth seed technically. We're second in everything else, but fifth in the seeding. If we win tonight, we're a game up on the Rams, and that means we as long as we like win out, we can get first place in the NFC. Oh, and there's a small pass to Nakua for about 9 yards. So this game, and also this is the first time in I want to say ever. I think it was ever. I could be wrong. Seattle and the Rams are both they are the only two teams in the NFL to be first in or in the top five offense and top five defense. All right, you got Stafford under center, hands it off to Quorum. Quorum gets the first down and more, takes it for about 6 yards. So it'll be first and 10 at the 38. So this game has just kind of been hyped up as like it could be the game of the year, game of the decade even. And I know I'm biased, I'm a Seahawks fan, whatever, but you've got two 11-3 monsters in the NFC West vying for seeding. You've got the Rams, who are being called the best overall team in the NFL, and you've got the Seahawks, who are constantly put into question because nobody trusts Sam Darnold. And they lost Parkinson on coverage, who lays down a huge hit on Thomas. Looks like about a 20-yard gain. If you sweep the Packers, you guys beat the Packers, right? I think you did. Yeah, Adunze's got an ankle injury now, right? All right. So Stafford under center hands it off to Corum. Corum's gonna get touched, but he gets. Oh, they're pushing. They're pushing. Looks like 5 yards. Okay, so you lost against the Packers originally then. So yeah, you do need this. You do need this win. I mean, you might get it, dude. I think that Parsons going out, like nobody wants to win the injury, but Parsons going out, I don't foresee the Packers doing well now. That is just to trade that away and lose him for probably God, probably a whole season at the time he comes back. Second and 5 at Seattle's 30. Stafford's rolling to, and he dumps it off to Allen, and he drops the ball. So that'll be third and 5. Absolutely. You know what's crazy about this season is it just feels so close. It's like anybody, there's just no telling who's going to be playoff, Super Bowl, even the division championship games. It's just wild. This year is an insane year. Third and 5 at Seattle's 30. You got nobody in the backfield. Stafford out of the shotgun. He takes a snap. There is a blitz coming in. Extra pressure put on, and the ball was overthrown. And you're looking at a fourth and 5. I cannot imagine them going for it, and I think it's going to be a field goal. No way. They're going for it on fourth and 5. Oof. It'd be a 48-yard field goal. Going for it on the 30. They need to get to 25. There's extra pressure. Oh my God, there's no way he caught that. Oh, that's Nakua for the first down, but there is a flag. What's the flag here? Offsides on the defense. Penalty declined. It's going to be a first down anyway. Nakua gained 8 on a fourth and 5. Man, a fourth and 5 going for it. This is how this game's going to be. That's insane. Job had his hand in between before, like, oh, that's an incredible catch by Nakua, man. I gotta give that to him. That was a great catch. They didn't even realize it was a free play though. That's like just all right. So it's first and 10 at the looks like the 23, 24. All right. Stafford is under center. Corum in the backfield. Fake to Corum, rolls out right. Stafford is being chased down and throws it. He ooh, inside the 5 yard line, looks like the 4. Mumfield, I think is that guy's name. They're playing catch up, but they're catching up. All right. So it's going to be first and goal. Let's see what Seattle can do. They stopped them on first and goal appearances twice in the last game they played. All right. Nakua in motion. He hands it off to Corum. Corum gets absolutely stopped for looks like a loss of a half yard, maybe a yard. All right. Second and goal at the 5. Stafford hands it off to Corum again. Corum's going out left, and he gets stopped for a yard and a half tackle for loss by Devin Witherspoon. It's going to be a third and goal at the 7 or 6, sorry. Third and goal from the 6. It's caught. Did he get stopped? It looks like he got stopped at the goal line. Nakua caught it, but they're putting it down inside the 1. Nakua is a little sore on that one. So there's an injured Ram. Wow, there are a lot to unpack here. I appreciate that, Barry. So third and goal, they throw it to Nakua. Nakua catches it at about the 2 yard line, but gets hit by Emin Wari. Did they keep him out of the end zone? Yes, they did. They absolutely kept him out of the end zone. Nakua looked a little banged up. There's a Ram on the ground, and there was a fight going on. So we are in an official timeout or an injury timeout for a downed Ram. I did not recognize who it was. All right, I am just going to share my stream in a couple places real quick and get some people to come in, hopefully. Hello, dear. I did. I'm sorry. That didn't look. I've noticed that. Alright. He's getting to be an old man, unfortunately. Alright, just sharing this in a couple different places real quick. See if I can't get a couple people in here. This is a big, big, big game. So I'm hoping to bring some people in here that can appreciate it. Alright, so it is fourth and goal, fourth and inches. Stafford hands it off. No, he fakes the handoff. He throws it. Ooh. Caught in the back of the end zone by Ferguson. There is a flag down. Uh-oh. There's no way. A legal man downfield. Oh my God. Hold on, just trying to decipher what happened right here. It looks like Stafford got hurt as well. Ineligible player downfield by the offense. 5 yard penalty, replay fourth down. Eamon Wari just absolutely destroys Ferguson on that catch. But now it's a fourth and goal from the 5. Oh, and the Rams are giving up. They're going for 3. I can't say giving up, but the Rams, man, that is awesome. Awesome defense, Seattle. Hell yeah. All right. 23-yard field goal attempt, the snap, the hold, the kick, and it is good. So the Rams put 3 on the board. So it is 7-3, a minute 43 to go in the first quarter. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, Vegas definitely doesn't let a lot fly. Like all the flags that weren't called last week on Seattle, or in Seattle's favor. right. This is I'm feeling good. Lot of game left. Can't get too excited. This is a slugfest. It's 7-3 Seattle. So the Rams kind of got screwed on that flag. I'm not gonna lie. I'll call it how I see it. I'll explain in a second. So the kick goes into the end zone and it's downed, so it'll be back out at 35. So basically, what happened was the guy that got caught illegally downfield for the Rams was actually blocking, got turned around and pushed downfield by Seattle. So he wasn't really downfield intentionally, and they said that it really wasn't a flag, but we'll take it. But I'll play it, or I'll say it how it is. I'm not gonna lie. That wasn't a good call. Should have been a touchdown Rams, but I'll take it. Hold them to three. Got to play it. All right. Darnold out of the shotgun at the third and five, or 35. Hands it off to Charbonnet. Charbonnet getting some yardage. Gets about 9 yards on that carry. Zach Charbonnet right up the gut. These helmets look so freaking cool. They look great. I don't think I can put photos in this, can I? Ooh, Barner dropped it, so it'll be 3rd and 1. Yeah, it's definitely a smart play by the defense. Definitely a good call there. It is kind of funny watching a big grown ass man get pushed in the direction he doesn't want to go though. All right, so it's 3rd and 1 at the 44. Darnold out of the shotgun. It's more like a 3rd and 2 at the 43, really. All right, looking for a pass. Ooh, incomplete. Thrown to Smith and Jigba, who just couldn't rile it in. Forbes Jr. had good coverage there. And Seattle is punting. Darnold has been playing pretty incredible. Mm, all right. So we got the punt, the snap, the kick. It's up. Fair catch called for at the 12-yard line. All right. So the Rams get the ball back at the 12-yard line. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but just something to bring to the attention. The last play before the field goal, Matt Stafford got hurt, and when he came, or he got hit, and when he came up, he was just kind of holding his non-throwing arm elbow. So I don't know if it was a funny bone situation or a stinger of some kind. Hope he's okay and it doesn't affect him. The last thing I want, honestly, the last thing I want. I mean, a win is a win. People will say that 100 times, but the last thing I want to see is Seattle win this game and someone like Nakua or Stafford or Williams gets hurt. And then all the media does is, oh, well, they won because this guy's hurt. We're already hearing it because Devontae Adams is out. Yes, losing Devontae really does affect the Rams. I'll admit that. But this is football. He had a hurt hamstring for weeks. They kept playing him. It was a ticking time bomb. And instead of resting him and trying to get him to recoup because we know they're going to be in the playoffs, they chose to play with a grenade and it went off last week. You hate Stafford? What makes you hate Stafford? Dirty player? I don't think I've ever heard Stafford called a dirty player. but I have not followed him. I know he played with Detroit and then came to the Rams, won a Super Bowl with the Rams, but I don't really know anything else about him. All right. So, not a lot going on. I mean, we're at the end of the first quarter. There's 58 seconds to go, and there's really nothing going on in the fantasy realm for scorers. We got Puka Nakua with 3 receptions, 20 yards. JSN with nothing. You got Seattle defense, 3 points allowed. They're at 7 points for fantasy. Stafford's thrown for 69 yards. Kyron Williams has run for 25. Myers has an extra point. Walker has 2 yards, but he's got that big catch and run. All right. All right. First and 10 at the 12, their own 12. Stafford under center. Fakes the handoff. Throws it deep for Nakua. Oh no. Nakua's far into Seattle territory. Oof. Damn, that was a big play. That was like a 50-yard play. That hurts. 54 yards. Puka Nakua. Mm. All right. They're in Seattle territory. Williams gets tackled after a 3-yard gain, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Dude, Puka Nakua, that dude is just so good. He is incredible. I mean, he's a hell of a guy too. From everything you see, like I follow now that I play fantasy, I follow teams in depth. I don't know everything obviously, but from what I see around the locker room, what I see around the league, Puka Nakua is like a stand-up guy. I mean, the stuff that just came out about him with Aiden Ross on a stream last night is unfortunate. I think Aiden Ross is a clown, and I think that he obviously knew what he was getting Nakua into, and he set him up. Um, but nonetheless, what happened has happened. So he was on a stream on Twitch, I believe, last night with Aiden Ross, and he did a anti-Semitic dance against Jews, and I've never seen it. I watched it. You could Google it. It's the weirdest thing. I swear I've literally watched like Disney villains do the same exact gesture. The really weird thing is that Aiden Ross is Jewish himself. So he taught this gesture to Nakua, and Nakua did it on stream, and he got a lot of flack for it. He did apologize. I think that Nakua didn't know what he was doing because dude, just look it up because it is. I don't know why it's anti-Semitic. I don't know what about that is vulgar. Maybe I'm just uncultured. I don't know. Um, but it just didn't look like anything to me. I swear I've seen Disney villains do the same thing. They really do. I agree. It's ridiculous the things that people it's wild what people get upset about. All right. Looks like we're getting ready for the second quarter. It'll be 2nd and 8. Rams have the ball on Seattle's 32. Yeah, Stafford in the shotgun. Williams going out left. Stafford throws it to Nakua, overthrows him. Nakua had a touchdown. Had a touchdown. Now it's 3rd and 8. You do not see Stafford miss a lot of those. For real. People absolutely need to be mad at Texas, dude. Oh, man. He had a touchdown. We got lucky there. You don't see Stafford miss those. The rain has started. All right, Stafford drops back for a pass. He's got Whittington. I didn't know the guy's name, sorry. So he did throw the ball for a catch. You got some pushing and shoving going on between Love and Whittington. So it will be a 1st and 10 in the red zone for the Rams. Looks like a 20-yard completion. Sorry, 19-yard completion. All right. Williams takes it and gets about 4. Oof. Rams left guard Dotson hurt his left ankle and he's questionable to return, not looking promising. So unfortunately, Rams did lose a starting left guard on their offensive line. Fortunately for Seattle, but we'll see if they can take advantage of that. All right, Nakua in motion, but they hand it to Williams up the center. He gets another 4 yards, and it'll be about a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 at the 5. Seattle's defense needs to step up here. They're letting way too many yardage, way too many yards. All right, 3rd and 2 at the 5. Stafford's under center with, it looks like Williams in the backfield. He's going to pass it, and he dumps it off to his tight end, but it's incomplete, so it'll be 4th and 2. They've gone for it 4 times already this game on 4th down. No hesitation, they're going for it again. This is insane. This is getting my blood boiling. All right, here we go, 4th and 2. Allen in motion, Stafford under the center, Williams in the backfield. Ooh, they tried to hard count him. Play count to 0 and the flag for delay a game. Okay, so they did not go for it. They tried to draw Seattle off. Very good discipline by Seattle there. Very good discipline by Seattle there. I am surprised they did not go for it. But they have a stud for a kicker, and this is only going to be like a 28-yard again. Oh, look at that. It is a 28-yarder. All right. Snap, the hold, the kick, and that is perfect. So the Rams add another 3, so it is 7-6. All right, close game. Let's see what Seattle can do with their next possession. So Puka Nacua definitely gave himself some yardage there. He has 4 receptions for 74 yards now. JSN still no catches, no yards. Stafford's thrown for 142. You've got Cooper Kupp, 1 reception for 1 yard. Zach Charbonnet, 13 yards and a touchdown. You got Kenneth Walker, he only has 2 rushing yards, but he has 46 receiving yards on 1 catch. Jason Myers is good for 1 extra point. Kyron Williams has 35 rushing yards. So that is where we are currently at. And Sam Darnold only has 55 yards, in case you were curious. Oh, is your game on Saturday? Oh, I hate those Saturday games. I don't know why. I just dislike them greatly. That's going to be a game, man. That is going to be a game. All right. Let's see what Seattle can do. I don't know, man. Love's good. I don't know how Green Bay does it, man. He's a good QB. They develop well. All right, so the rain is picking up, the wind is picking up, and that ball gets kicked out of the end zone. They're just not even trying to give a chance to Shaheed. They don't want him to return on them. All right, let's see what Seattle can do. All right. Oh, there's a flag. False start. Ugh, it's a horrible feeling. All right, Darnold out of the shotgun. JSN in motion. You got it. Looks like K9 to his left. He's looking for. Oh, he's not getting anywhere. He runs and gets maybe half a yard. Jared Verse comes up with the tackle on Sam Darnold. No, you're not kidding. They draft QBs like no other. All right, it is 2nd and 14. Darnold's out of the shotgun. K9 to his right at the 31. Darnold draws back, looking, not getting anything. He's going to run, and he gets taken down 2 yards behind. He got tripped up by Landman. Ugh. All right, so we're looking at 3rd and 16 now. Not happy with this drive. 3rd and 16. Seattle is horrible. One of the worst at third down conversions this year. 3rd and 15 from the 30. Darnold out of the shotgun, throws it to Walker on a screen. Walker's only going to get about 8 yards. Gets pushed out of bounds. So it's going to be 4th and about 8. All right. All right. Dixon is back for the punt. The snap, the kick. It's away. It is a booming kick. Fields it at the 6-yard line, and he's got running room. Getting to the 20, the 30, gets tripped up at about the 37-yard line. Looked like he was stopped at the 10, but gets a really good run. Oof. All right. 10:24 left in the second. Let's see if Seattle's defense can hold. It appears as though my son is awake. Poor buddy. I'm coming down with something now. My son got sick. Now I'm sick. Okay, so just looking at some stuff here, and this game it's just got so many implications. There's a lot of people saying whoever wins this game is going to be in the Super Bowl, which is a wild thing to say. All right. God damn that cough. Oh. Fallout. I don't know if anybody's watching that, but that is a very good series, and the season just came out or just started to come out. It'll be a weekly episode release. All right, let's go Seahawks D. What can you get for us? All right, William takes it up to get. Gut gets a good push and gets about 9.5, maybe 10 yards. Probably just inches shy of the first down there. So I heard Nakua's brother ended up stealing a car, and it was like a LA basketball player's car or something, right? Just both. Yeah, NBA player's car. It was wild, man. All right. 2nd and inches. Stafford hands it off, and it's an easy first down for Williams here. Gets about 3 yards, four maybe. Oh no, that was Corum. Sorry for four. So Seattle had that opening drive touchdown, and their offense hasn't been able to do anything since then. So we got to see what Seattle can do here. Put together some good defense, stop them on this drive. They're at Seattle's 49 right now, first and 10. Hand off to Corum. Corum gets another 5, maybe 4. Jesus, I can't believe that. Like what, dude? I don't understand. Like, you know who your brother is, and you're really going to do some crap like that? Like, come on, grow up. That's insane. All right, second and 7. Stafford steps back for a pass. He dumps it off to Williams, who's going to get tripped up 2 yards shy of the first down marker. So it'll be third and 2. And you know, anything 5 or under, you can expect them to go for a fourth down. So, all right, third and 2. Stafford's out of the shotgun. He takes it, hands it off to Kyron Williams. Williams is going to get hit at the line, but still pushes forward for about 5 yards total, 4 yards. So it is going to be another first down for the Rams. Yeah, that's true. Dance gets all the attention. It's messed up. I don't know if you watch NASCAR at all, but that Greg Biffle plane crash got a lot of attention as well, rightfully so. But it's awful, awful thing. All right, first and 10 at Seattle's 37. Stafford is under center. Hands it off to Corum. Corum gets 9 yards. Oh man, they are just. You didn't. Oh, dude, I hate to be the one to break the news to you. Greg Biffle, him and 6 others died in a plane crash today in North Carolina. Um, his private jet went down. If you know who Cletus McFarland is, he's, he was headed to go hang out with him. Him and his family were headed there. His kids, everybody passed away in the accident. Seven people perished. All right, Corum gets the handoff, goes left for a first down. It's going to be a first down at, I believe, the 25 for the Rams. Okay. It's big in the car community, motorsports, really. Yeah, it's god awful, man. His birthday was in 5 days too. He's going to be 56 years old. All right. Caught by Williams, but goes down after a 5 yard gain. I don't know what happened to my Twitch stream just shut down. I don't know why that went down. It's not telling me why. Stafford throws it. It's caught inside the 10. It'll be first and goal at the 8. It's not telling me why my Twitch stream went down. It's very weird. Very, very weird. Williams gets about 3 yards, 2 yards. It'll be second and goal at the 3. See if I can't get that back going. Second and goal. Stafford looks to throw. He throws it, and it is a touchdown by Ferguson. So the Rams now take the lead. I can imagine they're going to go for two, honestly. No, they're not going for two here. So they're going to go ahead and kick for the extra point. And it is good to bring a 13-7 with 3:43 left in the second. Damn. All right. Well, Seattle's got to come back now. They should have gone for two, honestly. I don't see why they wouldn't have gone for that. That seems like a waste of opportunity, but I am not a NFL head coach or offensive coordinator, so I can't make that call. Got my Twitch stream back up, but it did not tell me why it went down. Oh well. JSN still has no catches. Almost one half with absolutely no yards. Yeah, I'll be a commentator before I could actually call plays. So Seattle has 3:43 left in the second quarter, and they have to be careful here. They get the ball back to start the second half. So, obviously everybody says, oh, they could go down, score a touchdown. 7 points would make it 14-13 going into the half. They get the ball back to start the half, and then they could make it 21-13, and that would be great. That would be incredible. Um, However, it just feels as though they should get at least a field goal here, make it a 13-10 going into the half. I'd be very happy with that. Any points right now, I think, would be great. Um, but we'll see what happens on the kickoff here. I still can't believe JSN has no no catches yet. He's only got the one target. All right, here we go. The kick is away. And they're just kicking it out of the end zone. They do not want Shaheed to touch this thing. Shaheed is that dangerous of a returner, they won't even let him touch the ball. All right, let's see what Seattle can do. Both teams still have all timeouts, so this could be a very long 3:43 to go. All right, let's see what we got. Darnold under center. Charbonnet in the backfield. They hand it off to Charbonnet. who's going to get hit almost immediately, only gains a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9. I appreciate that. I know I'm not what I want to be tonight, truthfully, just because I am very tired and my kid's not feeling good, so I don't want to be yelling. But it's fun. I actually enjoy doing this. I think what I might do is for Twitch streaming, I might do this. I try not to because you definitely don't get the attention if you keep swearing. You have to be big first and then swear. All right, out of the shotgun, Darnold drops back, and he is going to be hammered and get sacked for like a loss of 10. That is not what we need to see with 2:50 to go in the freaking second quarter. He just Zabel gets absolutely beaten, which we do not see. I think that's only his second or third sack given up on the season for a rookie. So it's going to be 3rd and 16 now with 2:20 to go. 3 and out is not what Seattle should be doing right now. Shit. All right, 3rd and 16 out of the shotgun. And they're going to hand it off to Walker. Are you kidding me? Um, he'll take it for a first down. Walker up the middle for a first down. About 17-yard gain. They handed it off. The crowd boos. And that's the 2-minute warning. Wow. I cannot believe Walker just did that. They handed it off. They handed it off to Walker, and all you hear is the crowd going boo. And then he runs it for 17 yards when they needed 16. So at the 2-minute warning, Walker takes it for 16 yards to get the first down, or 17 yards to get the first down. That's great. So Seattle stays alive. Let's see if they can make something out of it. Walker keeping it alive. Walker has 26 yards rushing now. So I know I said it before, but Seattle has not allowed a solo rusher go for 100 yards in 23 games. And right now, Kyron Williams has 44 with 2 minutes to go in the half. So obviously, math would say he's going to be shy. But we'll see. It really depends on who's playing from behind or not. What do you mean aliens again? What happened? I don't see anything wrong. The stream's still alive. All right, Seattle's got the ball at their own 46. It'll be a 1st and 10. 2 minutes ago, they have 3 timeouts, but so do the Rams. Seattle gets the ball to start the half. Oh, that's fair. So Seattle gets the ball to start the second half as well. Points now and points later would be ideal. Oh, I wish I wasn't yawning this much. It has been such a long day. Ugh, hell. All right, 1st and 10. Darnold puts Shaheed in motion, but he hands it off to Walker, who's going to bounce to the right. He's going to put his shoulder down and get about 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 5. Oh, Only thing I'm doing for Christmas right now is just going up, waking up with the kids and then going up to New York to spend some time with some family I haven't seen. All right, out of the shotgun, Barner in motion. They're going to hand it off again to Walker, who's going to get about 4.5 yards. It'll be third and short, third and very short. And they're still going to let the clock run. A minute and 14 with clock running. They do come up quickly to the line, though, and they sneak it, and Darnold's going to get the first down. And it looks like the clock has stopped. Probably a timeout here. Seattle's first timeout. A minute and 6 seconds to go. What about yourself, man? You got any good Christmas plans? Right now, they're just talking about how JSN has 110 receiving yards per game and zero tonight. Damn, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. I definitely, thoughts and prayers. I know it's the least I can do, but I'll let my family know as well, and they will definitely pray for her, whether you believe in that or not. Absolutely, she'll be in our thoughts. My grandmother just had one of those 2 years ago. We thought we were gonna lose her, so I feel that pain. All right, Darnold out of the shotgun hands it to Charbonnet, who's gonna get a yard. Actually, gets less than a yard. He just gets to the line of scrimmage, and the clock is at 57. The Rams call that timeout. Like I said, this was going to be a long 3 minutes, 43 seconds. All right, 58 seconds left to go in the half. It is second and 10. Second and 10, 58 seconds to go. Oh, what's going on? Oh, okay, that was weird. I think Sam's calling an audible in the huddle again. They re-huddled. All right, and he's back into shotgun. He's rolling out left, being chased. There's a flag. He gets pushed out after a gain of 4, but we got to see what that flag is. Dude, I believe that, man. I'm truly, truly sorry to hear that. I'm glad that you do have faith. That's one thing I've been looking for, but I'm glad that you do have that, and I hope that everything goes for the best. Holding on the defense. Hell yeah. All right, 5 yard penalty, automatic first down. So a little bit of a break here for Seattle's offense. All right, 51 seconds with two timeouts. All right, out of the shotgun. Barner in motion to the left. Charbonnet to his right at the 34-yard line. The snap. Darnold throws it. It's Cup. No. Oh my God. Freaking Cooper Cup fumbles it. And the Rams recover it at the 1 yard line. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Cup gets it, and he's making. I mean, the hit. So it'll be first down LA at the 1. Oh, the helmet just hit the ball, and Cup just absolutely like threw the ball away. Officials are right now spotting it at the 1 yard line. Damn, Cup. Against his old team, too. Oh, that was rough. And replay assist is calling it a touchback to help out the Rams as well. So instead of it being down at the 1, they're going to say it's down in the end zone and it's going to be a touchback. Oh, you got to be kidding me. He had control of that. So there's 43 seconds left. The Rams have 2 timeouts left. So we'll see what they do here. Timeout called by Seattle right before the play. Oh man, that hurts. All right, we'll see what happens here. Vegas. I think that's why, right? He fumbled because of Vegas. Or aliens. Sorry, aliens. Aliens that work in Vegas. All right, Stafford takes it out of the shotgun, drops back to throw. He's throwing it for sure, and it's not caught. It's going to be incomplete. Mumfield makes a heck of an opportunity, heck of a try there, but it is 2nd and 10 with 36 to go now. Ooh, Mumfield hit hard. I'd be surprised if they don't pull him for concussion protocol, even though they haven't yet. All right, 2nd and 10 on the ground. Williams gets about 6. Oh no, you got another Ram with an injury. He's just hobbling a little bit. Seattle takes their final timeout with 31 seconds to go. So it's 3rd down with 31. The Rams still have 2 timeouts. It's going to be 3rd and 5 at the Rams 25. All right, Cup, stop feeling bad for yourself. Pick your damn head up. It happens. All right, 3rd and 5. They're going to give it to Williams, who's just getting stuffed behind the line for a loss of 1. So it'll be 4th down. McVay's just letting the clock run, so that'll be the end of the half. They do not need to punt this either. Yep, they're all just running to the locker room. They are all just running to the locker room. So halftime, we have a game 13-7. All right. All right, so I'm just checking a couple things real quick, and All right, let's do a quick rundown of the stats of the half. Absolutely. All right. Matthew Stafford is 12 for 18, a touchdown, 167 yards. Sam Darnold is 4 for 6, 72 yards. Rushing, Kyron Williams is 14 carries for 49. Walker has 5 carries for 35. There is absolutely no way I'm being rated by Grossi right now. Are you kidding me? This is on no way. I watch Grossi so much. No way. This is incredible. Tom, let Tom know I love that man. From a Packers fan, this dude is insane. Way to go, Tom. I'm so proud of you for everything you've done too, man. This is incredible. Thank you, everybody. Oh, this is amazing. I am so just absolutely blown away right now. Y'all are incredible. Tom freaking Grossi and the Green Bay mother loving Packers. Thank you all for the subs. Oh man, this is absurd. Thank you guys. This is great. Wow. Jesus. You know what? When he comes back, I'm gonna send him love back. I've actually got, I am absolutely gonna come back in and tell him thank you so much. Hell yeah. Thank you all so much. This is incredible. I hope you all are having a wonderful evening. I mean, any evening we're watching football is incredible, right? And we got a heck of a game going. I mean, you got the Rams 13, Seattle 7. It's anybody's game still, which is all we could ask for. Barry, I didn't know what was going on either, man. It was just me and you a second ago. Oh, man. Go Hawks, everybody. Go Hawks. This game has so many implications. I mean, you're talking two teams that are top five in both offense and defense. You've got Seattle 11 and 3, Ram 11 and 3. Hell yeah. This is great. Rocking the new rivalry jerseys, which I know I'm biased, but best setup. I think this is the best jersey in the NFL right now. The vibe that this jersey gives off, it's nice. But we need to see Seattle. Oh man, got a Niners fans here, Rams fan. Oh, this is awesome. We need to see Seattle step up some offense, though. I mean, it is ugly offense. They're showing it right now. I mean, you got the Rams 42 plays to Seattle's 20. The Rams have more than double the total yardage. Fourth down conversions, they're 2 for 3. Red zone drives, they're 1 for 3. Seattle's defense is incredible, but it's just Seattle's offense needs to pick it up a little bit. We can't sit here and wait for the defense or special teams to do something. They're not letting Shaheed get the ball either. They are absolutely not letting Shaheed try to return this ball. They know how dangerous he is on special teams, and McVay, being as smart as he is, he's definitely not going to let that man get a touchdown there. They do not want a 100-yard return. How Grossi can I get, man? As much as I love Grossi, I'm myself. But man, he's definitely someone to look up to. That's incredible. Oh man. Grossi raid. Tom Grossi. Tom Grossi raid. That's incredible. Thank you all for coming in, chatting. So all the subs I got. Let me run through some of them real quick. Teresa, Michael D, Seth Baker, Martin's, Warhorse. I like to rant. Terry, Brett, Jared, Zoo, Star, DJ, Aztec, thank you all for the subs. I really appreciate it. Thank you all. This is absolutely incredible. No, I can't deny that. Puka is incredible. I'm definitely not the guy that's going to come in here and tell you that the Rams are awful. They are a Super Bowl team. I mean, there's no doubt about it. If they are in the Super Bowl, nobody's going to be surprised. If Seattle makes a Super Bowl, people are going to be surprised, and that's just kind of how it goes out. Um, that's how it lays, you know. And Tom Grossi coming in with the raid. That's incredible. All right, I'm gonna chat in here real quick. All right. Sorry for the lack of talking, guys. I just wanted to send Grossi a little thank you message. Hopefully he sees it, but y'all are gonna bury that message quick. Thank you, Johnny. Their uniforms are pretty great. And so let's do some fantasy updates right now. So Puka Nakua's got 4 receptions on 74 yards. So if you're talking PPR, he's got 11.4. JSN only has one target, 0 yards, no catches. He's got a big goose egg on there. Seattle defense has allowed 13 points. They only have 5 points right now, no sacks. Stafford 167 yards for a touchdown as well, bringing his total to 11 fantasy points, just over 11. Cooper Kupp has 2 receptions for 18 yards, but the lost fumble. Um, you've got that's Devontae Adams. He is unfortunately out. Zach Charbonnet 15 yards and a rushing touchdown as well. So he has a grand total of 7.5 in the PPR rankings, but he has no catches. Ken Walker has 35 yards rushing. He has 46 yards receiving on one catch, 9.1 for fantasy. Jason Myers, 1 for 1 on extra points, no field goal tries. He's got a solid 1 on the tally board. Kyron Williams, 49 yards, 2 receptions for 11. He's got a nice 8.0 going into the half. So right now, those are your leading scorers in fantasy, leading and not so leading. But again, thank you all for coming in, subscribing, saying hello. I appreciate it. Grossi, if you ever see this, thank you so much for everything you've done for the sport of the NFL, sport of football, the people, the stuff you've done, the I can't think of the name of the money that you've raised, the foundations that you've raised, the charity. That's it. The charity that you guys have done. It's absolutely incredible. Grossi Raid. That is absolutely incredible. And to a Seahawks fan. That's great. To a Seahawks fan. Broncos country. Let's ride, right? Oh man, it's incredible what the Broncos have done as well. I mean, Bo Nix, I believe, until about I think it was like week 11 fantasy, I traded Bo Nix away. I stopped believing, and now obviously he puts up 30 points. So that is the way it goes, is it not? I just got rated by Tom Mother Lovin' Grassi. Wow. Scepter, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. All right. Oh, so another stat that's a little important here is time of possession. You got the Rams with 21 minutes of possession time and the Seattle Seahawks with 8:47. 21-13 to 8:47. Oh man, that's awful. But it's just Seattle keeping the game close. I mean, they lost 21 to 19 and it was a last minute drive. This is just how Seattle plays. They haven't let anybody score more than I think 13 points in the last 3 games. Or no, sorry, I'm wrong there. It was a different stat I was thinking of. Um, it was 25 points total, I think it was, in the last 3 games. is what Seattle has kept people to. But with the most fumbles in the NFL, that's honestly incredible. So yes, so Seattle held the Colts to 16, Falcons to 9, and then Vikings to 0. So yeah, 25 points in the last three games. Uh, their defense is incredible, but we need more than just defense to win this game. We need our offense to kickstart, and I'm really hoping that happens here. We get the ball to start the second half, and I really do believe we can make something happen here. But we should be coming out of this really shortly. I can't imagine we're going to be in halftime much longer. See, what I need to do is just I need to figure out how to be a little bit more electrifying. But the problem is I can't be as loud as I want because I got kids in the house and they're sleeping. And if I yell and wake them up, my wife is going to beat me. Not literally. She's gonna mess me up though. Um, so I gotta figure out how I can do that. Man, this smile on my face is not going away. Oh, that's incredible. Talk about a wild feeling. All right, let's see what the second half brings. Oh, that's incredible. Tom Grassi. Thank you so much, brother. All right, we are getting ready to start the third quarter. So let's lock back in, get into it. 42 plays to 20 plays is the Rams to Seattle right now. Wow. Darnold's been sacked twice. Stafford has not been sacked yet. Tonight's winner controls path to the NFC number one seed. Seattle wins, they clinch a playoff berth as well. They could win this week and lose out the next two, and they still clinch that seed or berth. All right, we are ready for kickoff. They're just not going to give it to Shaheed. They're talking about it right now. They've kept this ball away from Shaheed all game. The kick is away. Shaheed's midway into the end zone and just knees it down. All right, so we're going to start from the 35. To Chipotle. Hell yeah. I'll take some Chipotle. Aw, for yourself? That's selfish. It's okay. All right, let's go, Darnold. Got first and 10 at the 35. Darnold's under center. You got Charbonnet in the backfield. JSN in motion. Pitch to Charbonnet. Charbonnet gets touched behind the line, but he's trying to fight to the line, and he actually gets some positive yardage. 2 yards positive on the play. Definitely got held right. It was looking like it a loss of two. Made it a gain of two. Charbonnet fights. I mean, the 1-2 punch with Charbonnet and Walker, it's hard to tell who's the RB1. I mean, you've got people like Gibbs and Monty, and you know who the RB1 is in that situation. Bijan and Algier, you know who the RB1 is. This one, they say it's Canine, but Charbonnet's getting a lot of the work right now. And he just, speaking of Charbonnet, he gets a catch. And just shy of the first down, he picks about 7.5 yards on the reception. So we'll have third and inches here at the 44.5. I really hope that fumble doesn't cost us anything. We were looking like we'd possibly get three on that one. All right. Darnold's under. No, that's Barner's gonna take the snap, and he gets the first down. Yeah, he's got that. First down, Seattle at the 45. AJ Barner with the tush push. Seattle's version of it. Excuse me. I did not realize AJ Barner was that big. He is 6'6", 251. That is a big dude. All right. Darnold's under center. Looks like you got Walker in the backfield now. And the handoff is, in fact, to Walker, who's got some room, and he's going. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown, Seattle. Now let's see if my wife's going to yell at me because I had my headphones on. Oh, oh man, Seattle. Hell yeah. That's incredible. All right, I'm gonna have to go back and clip that because I definitely just said that nobody knows who the RB1 is here, and Walker heard that. 55 yards for Walker, man. Ooh. Oh, that was a close extra point. Oh, I put that at the wrong. Hold on. My bad, Seattle. Two would have been nice to see. Two would have been nice to see. You're not wrong there, Barry. Two would have been a good call. But we will take it as it is because a lead is a lead. Seattle's got the lead. That's what we needed. 14 to 13. I mean, we wasted no time. We came out. So, little update on on the fantasy players now. With that win, that run, Kenneth Walker has 90 yards, a rushing touchdown, as it has 20.6 points. Um, he is not on my team though. He is on one of my leagues, and of course I benched him. So that's great. Who did I bench him for in that game too? I benched him for Travion Henderson and Jalen Warren. Ouch. Oh man, that's great. We're gonna call that Grossi luck right there. Johnny, if you're still here in Oh yeah, I replied to you, buddy. I apologize, but yes, the uniforms are really nice. Yeah, no, Barry, you're right. I mean, truthfully, if they didn't make it, then obviously it would be 13 to 12 or 14 to 12. And then if Seattle went for it, then it would be 15 to 12. I mean, it's it's hard. If Seattle went for two, it'd be 15-13. So it doesn't really make sense. Oh, never mind. I just talked myself into understanding what you said. All right, they're making him catch it. He caught it at the 6, and he's bouncing out at the 25. He gets to the 27-yard line. So, really good play there by Seattle special teams. All right. Stafford, first and 10 at 27. He is under center with Williams in the backfield. He hands it off to Williams, goes it to the A gap, and gets stuffed after a 1 yard gain. This is the defense we need. All right. Stafford out of the shotgun takes it and he throws, and it's an incomplete pass to Allen. So we are going to have a 3rd and 9. All right. See what they do. 3rd and 9 out of the shotgun. Nobody in the backfield for Stafford. You got Williams. Nope, not in motion. All right. And you've got Stafford throwing deep. Oh, he's got a man beat. Are you kidding me? Xavier Smith looks like a 40-yard reception. Dang. 48-yard reception there. Not good. Not good at all. Man, down at the 24-yard line of Seattle. All right, that was a big play. It's a big play for the Rams. At the 24-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Stafford under center with, it looks like, I think that's Corum. And there is a flag. Oh no, timeout Rams. Okay. My my Twitch is just weird tonight. My Twitch disconnected again. All right. So they're showing a stat. Matthew Stafford has 33 completions to receivers who are 20 plus yards downfield. That's an incredible stat. All right. 1st and 10 at the 24. And you got Williams who gets about gain of 7, but there is a flag down saying it's a hold. It is hold on the offense. So it'll be 1st and 20 now from the 34. It's a big hold. All holds are big, but almost inside the red zone, getting backed up that far. Not good for the Rams, but we'll take it. So we'll have a 1st and 20. Oh yeah, he wasn't letting Mafe anywhere near that. Good call. All right, 1st and 20. Stafford under center. Williams deep in the backfield. Stafford hands it off, and then it's pitched back to Stafford, who throws it to Parkinson. Lots of blocking. He gets inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So 16-yard gain by Colby Parkinson on a 1st and 20. It'll be a 2nd and 4. All right. 2nd and 4 at the 18. Stafford's rolling right, looking for Nakua, but it looks like he's actually going to run. He does run, gets bumped out a couple yards shy of the 3rd down, so it'll be 3rd and 2. 10 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. All right. Seattle's defense really got to hold. Really, really has to hold here. 3rd and 3. Stafford takes it, hands it off to Williams, and he gets absolutely blown up. Breaks the tackle, but slips down for a 1 yard loss. So let's see what McVay does here. It's going to be 4th and 4. Are they going for it or kick the field goal here? So they're showing the replay for Byron Murphy blows that up. Williams blows that up. You got Ernest Jones who grabbed the ankle of Williams. Williams gets out of that and then steps out of it and then falls and was downed. So we got a 36-yard attempt for the field goal. You have the snap, high snap. What was that? There were whistles. What was that? There's a flag. Hold on, that was really weird. False start. Okay. All right, so that was really weird. So there was a false start by the center. The center snapped it high. The snapper got it, put it down, and it was a very low kick. And just everybody was so, wow, I can't believe that wasn't blocked. I can't, that's just, wow. So now it's a 41-yard attempt. We'll see how important this was. I think he still drills it. All right, snap, the hold, the kick, and it is a perfect kick straight down Broadway. And the Rams take the lead with 8:37 left to go in the third. 16-14 in Seattle. We have a game. So that's 30 points. And in week 11, when they faced off, they had 40 points combined. I'll tell you what, we will not have the same 21-19, right? Oh, we still could. We could still have a 21-19 score. So Seattle can get a touchdown and an extra point, give them 21. Rams can get 3, and that would be 21-19 Seattle. The Rams could also get, that would be wild. The Rams could get a safety and a field goal. That would give them 21. And then the Rams could get a safety or the Seattle Seahawks could get a safety and a field goal, and it would be 19. So you could still have 21-19 either way. It very well may come back to haunt them. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I mean, 16-14. Obviously, a field goal puts Seattle in the lead. Oh, getting sick and misspeaking. 'Tis the season to be sick. Thank you to the few YouTube watchers that are still here, bringing up my watch hours. I really appreciate that. And to the Twitch viewers, I appreciate the heck out of you as well. Y'all are incredible. Trying to get affiliate on Twitch and trying to get partnered on YouTube is no joke. So now I'm looking at it, a little unreal, but that Grossi raid was incredible. We ended up getting in here. I love statistics. We went from 8 views to now 326. So we got about 300. We got 318 views from that raid. About 9 hours of watch time. 371 chats. 1,300 reactions, which is awesome. All right, the kick's away, and it's just out of the end zone. Again, not giving Shaheed an opportunity, which is unfortunate but understandable. And we also got from that raid We received 45 subs. Thank you to each and every one of you. I feel as though not all of you were accounted for on my sub list. You definitely were not, and for that I apologize. I have not had that many people sub at once, so I imagine it missed a few. I will look at other bots to get into my OBS for that because I do not want to miss any of you. All right, Darnold under pressure throws the ball to JSN, but it's in the dirt. All right, 2nd and 10, 8.5 to go. Okay, 2nd and 10, Darnold out of the shotgun. Oh, there's a flag. Oh, false start, Seattle. We're going to have a 2nd and 15. Tell me, is that Lucas again? No, that was Gray Zabel. We need to get JSN involved. You've got the league leader in receiving yards, and he hasn't even had a catch. 2 targets. All right, 2nd and 15, JSN motion to the right. He's going to line up to the right of Darnold out of the shotgun. Darnold's looking his way. Finally gets him caught. And JSN for 20 yards, maybe 21. Hell yeah, there we go. 20-yard gain for JSN gives them a first down on a 2nd and 15. That is what we need. Barry, I I kid you not, dude. All right, Charbonnet for a screen gets loss of -1. Uh, so I have legitimately watched Grossi. I've watched a ton of his material live. I absolutely love his week to week NFL team reactions. I absolutely love what he does. And when I saw all the Grossi rate, like I saw like four, and I was like, nah, there ain't no way. And then I saw like 20, 30, 50, 100, and it just kept coming in. I was like, I just absolutely incredible. All right, Charbonnet gets the handoff, but he's only going to get about 2.5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 8 on the Rams 48. All right, Charbonnet coming off the field for a rest on a 3rd and 8. 7 minutes to go in the third. 3rd and 8 at the Rams 48. Darnold out of the shotgun. K9 to his right. Cup in motion. Getting set on the left side of the field. Snap. Darnold throws an interception, and that's going to be a pick six. Walker, no way. The effort by Walker. Walker to stop it at the half-yard line. Brutal, brutal play. Horrible, horrible read by Darnold. Horrible read by Darnold. Who was he throwing to? He was throwing to Shaheed. Well, it is not a pick six, but it is a 1st and goal at the half-yard line. Well, not looking good. And that is the 2nd turnover by Seattle. Defense needs to step up, even though I know they're getting the touchdown here. Blake Corum's the back, and he gets it. All right, and just like that, the Rams extend the lead. Lead. All right, so now they go for two. It's what? It's an eight. No, they don't because it's an 8 point right now, so the extra point brings it to nine. Yeah. Oh, I know. I don't think I'm feeling quite like a Bears fan because irregardless, Seattle is still 11-3. Even if they lose, it's 11-4. But this means they lose the NFC West essentially. All right. Here's the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is up and it is good. And now we have a 9 point game, meaning a two-score game for Seattle. 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Well, we're not having a 21-19 finish now. Oh boy. I gotta figure out what's going on with my Twitch. It keeps like cutting in and out, and it just. I mean, this is the third stream it's giving me tonight. It's so weird. It keeps cutting my stream off. I don't get it. No, there is a lot of ball left to play. You have 1.5 quarters to go. The game is definitely not over here. Absolutely aliens. Absolutely. Yeah, the game is definitely not over. Not at all. But we just need Darnold to get out of his head. He needs to make some plays. We need the defense to lock in and probably get a takeaway because they're just going to start running it up by 2 scores. And that's what, still, what do we got? 21.5 minutes to play. Oh, man. Thank you. All right. Oh, and of course they're just gonna, let me guess, they're going to kick it out of the end zone. And the kick is away, and what do you know? Out of the end zone. Shade, how you doing, man? Dude, I don't know how to explain this to you. I got raided by Tom Grossi. Not sure if you know who he is. He's a Packers fan. He is a huge NFL uh, YouTuber. He's incredible. I've watched his stuff for years now. And he raided me on YouTube, and it was insane. All right, Darnold takes it, and he throws it to, I think that's Barner, and he's just getting banged around like a pinball for 10 yards. Was that Barner? I could not. It was. Dude is a menace. So what am I gonna owe you for the other ones then, Barry? Thank you, man. It was so surreal. I had hundreds of people in here all talking at once. I didn't know what to do. All right, Darnold gets. Oh my! God, Darnold just got absolutely destroyed. Almost picked off. Luckily, it was not. Darnold is up and walking around. Thank God for that. So Charbonnet went to the right. Darnold drops back. Doesn't even fake the handoff. The blitz comes in. Darnold sees it and he goes to throw. Oh my God, that was so close to intercepted. Oh, Darnold didn't even go down. Okay. All right, Darnold out of shotgun, drops back for a pass. He throws it. He's got JSN for a first down. He picks up 11 yards. So we do continue this drive. So that is two catches for 31 yards for JSN now. Oh, they credited him with 32 yards, so it was a 12-yard game. All right, first and 10, a little up-tempo. Shaheed in motion. Walker to the right. Darnold, he's running out right. There's a flag. He throws it up for Barner, who's just out of the reach. But there is a flag, and it looks like holding by Seattle. Abraham Lucas. And that would be correct. So it'll be first and 20. So let's see how bad this was. Really? I mean, yeah, all right. That was holding. I'm not happy about it, but it was holding. All right. First and 20. First and 20 from Seattle's 47. Hmm. Darnold out of the backfield, or Darnold out of the shotgun. Walker to his right. He hands it off on a delayed handoff to Walker, who's only going to get a yard. So it'll be second and 19 now. And they're showing Seattle fans in, and they are not happy. Seattle fans are just. I don't know why everybody's so pouty faced right now. It's only 9 points. There's a ton of football left. All right. Jason in the backfield. Darnold out of shotgun. JSN to the right. Darnold is under pressure again. He is running. He dumps it off to JSN, or to Walker, who is now going to come up the field, who somehow gets positive yardage out of that and gets about 4 yards. That was like a 30-yard play for a 4-yard gain. Damn. We're going to have a third and 14 with 4 minutes left here. Ball is on the Rams' 47-yard line. Honestly, third and 14 here, take a shot for the end zone. Get pass interference, get a touchdown, or even if you throw an interception, it's an arm punt. Yes, Barry. Aliens. All right. Darnold alone in the backfield. He throws it to Cup, and they're just not on the same page there. Fourth and 14, they're going to bring out the punt unit. All right. Dixon back for the punt. The kick. He's. Ooh, and that did not look like a great kick. Maybe the 15-yard line. I'm learning. I'm a quick learner. I'm a quick study there. Oh man. All right. Let's see what we got fantasy wise. I don't think there's been really any changes on the fantasy tracker. Puka has nothing this half so far. So he's still at 4 receptions for 74. JSN's at 2 for 32. Stafford has 231 yards and a passing TD. Seattle's defense is a goose egg on the board. 0 points for fantasy with 23 points allowed. Oh man, I am happy I benched them. Charbonnet has 10.6 fantasy points, 19 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Also, two receptions on 7 yards. Cooper Kupp has two receptions on 18, but the fumble lost, so he's only got 1.8. Kenneth Walker having himself a day, 91 yards rushing, plus a touchdown, two receptions for 51. He's got 22.2 fantasy points. Jason Myers just has the two extra points, so he's only 2 points. Kyron Williams, 49 yards, 8 points. Let me look up real quick what Corum is doing. Corum has 9.8 fantasy points, 10 carries for 38 yards, and a TD. So Seattle's still looking like they're going to hold runners to less than 100. It's been 23 consecutive games that a sole runner has not had 100 yards rushing. So that is the longest active streak in the NFL. We'll see if they can extend that to 24. I don't see why not. They've definitely tightened up the running against the Rams, but they really need to slow down the passing offense. All right, at the 15-yard line, the handoff is to Williams, who's going to get tripped up and stumbles for about 7 yards. Puka Nacua has not had any receptions or yards since the first quarter. Handoff to Williams again, but he gets stopped after a yard. He just stretches just beyond the line of scrimmage. So we're going to have a 3rd and 2 at the 17. Or no, the Rams 22, sorry. 3rd and 3 at the 22. 3rd and 3, 2.5 left to go in the third quarter. Stafford out of the shotgun. He's dropping back for a pass. He throws it, and he gets the throwaway at the 30-yard line. It is caught, so it'll be 1st and 10. Smith comes up with the catch. Oh boy, 2 minutes to go in the third, and the Rams are on the move. All right, let's see what they got here. 1st and 10 at the 30. Stafford takes it. He's looking to pass. He gets it off for Williams. 4.5 yard gain. Gonna eat some pasta. I need some food. Damn. I do need food. I forgot to eat. I haven't eaten since lunch. That was no, I haven't eaten since breakfast. No, that's a lie. I had lunch at like 1 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, I ate lunch. It's been like 9.5 hours. I definitely need food. All right. 2nd and 6 at the 35. Stafford takes it and hands it off to Williams. Williams stutter steps behind the line of scrimmage, gets about 3 and then pushed back. So it actually might only be 2 yards there. We should have one more play before the end of the third here. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Third and 3. We need a tackle for loss here. Rams are 4 for 11 for third down conversions with 4.3 yards to go as the average. Third and 3 out of the shotgun. Stafford drops back to throw. He throws it. He's got Nakua wide open. And Nakua gets him down, or Eminwari chases Nakua down at the 4 yard line. End of the third quarter. Oh man. Big gain right at the end of the third quarter. And you can't help but feel if the Rams score here, you cannot help but feel as though that might be the end of the game. Field goal. Field goal would make it a 12-point game. Touchdown would be a 15-point game. Mm. Cannot help but feel as though this will be the end of the game if they get touchdown here. But nonetheless, I will stay here till the end, no matter how upset I get. Yeah, I mean, Seattle's defense has been on their heels all game. I mean, just Stafford has 300 yards passing. I mean, he had 140 in week 11, 130 in week 11 against Seattle. So, I mean, the implications of this game are large. They're very, very large. I can't downplay that, but it doesn't mean that Seattle won't be in the NFL or the playoffs. It just they're gonna have to play in the wild card. That's really what happens here. And the Rams have 405 yards. Seattle has 235. So Darnold has 126 yards passing and an interception. They do. They have to answer back immediately, and defense needs to make a stop right after that. I mean, right now the defense has been on their heels. The defense has actually -3 fantasy points right now. So, ooh, it's awful. Okay. All right, let's see what happens here. It's going to be first and goal at the 5. Stafford hands it off to Williams. Williams gets about a yard and a half. He's going to get down to the 3 yard line and be second and goal. So Kobe Bryant just absolutely gets turned around, tries to trip up Puka and just does not. Huh. Oh man, they were just showing the Puka reception that got them down here again. And it was definitely Kobe Bryant's fault on that one. All right, Williams takes it. He's still fighting and gets stopped at the 2 yard line. He was trying like hell. Holy crap. All right. Third and goal. Seattle's trying to stop him here, but you know McVay is going to go for it on fourth as well. Oh no. Oh no. Kobe Bryant's down. It's his knee. It's his right knee. Kobe Bryant's down with his knee. Oh, so Bryant is walking off with help from the medical staff. He is putting weight on it, but it is not looking good. Hmm. So what happened here? Oh, it gets stuck. And he immediately goes down. All right. Yeah, reincarnation. So his first name is spelt with a Coby, I believe. All right. Third and goal at the 1 yard line. And it is caught by Puka. Nakua for a 1 yard reception. 1 yard receiving touchdown caught by Puka Nakua. Ugh. And just like that, damn. All right. Are they going to go for two here? I don't think they need to. So it'd be 15 or 17. So, yeah, they're just kicking the extra point. Extra point is good. It's 30 to 14. Less than ideal. Absolutely less than ideal. All right. Well, Seattle's got to really step up. Seattle has to really step up here. Force the ball to JSN. Force the ball to JSN. So, I can do an update on Puka Nakua fantasy because he went from nothing to something. 6 receptions, 133 yards, one receiving TD for 25.3 points on a PPR. Ouch. All right, so there's 13:34 left in the game. Seattle is down by 16, so it's two scores. So it's two touchdowns and two extra or two points. Okay. Let's see what we can get done, Seattle. At this point, what I want to see, other than a insane comeback, what I would like to see is Seattle get another touchdown and and make it interesting. Touchdown and a defensive stop. Make them punt. All right. The kick, it's caught, but he's going to knee it down because it was halfway through the end zone. Shaheed isn't risking it. All right. So as you can see, the Rams have all but extended their lead almost to beyond the reach of Seattle. We shall see what they can do. Like I said, I would like to Seattle to get at least one of these touchdowns back and a defensive stop. I will take that as not a win, but positivity going into the last two games of the season. You got Darnold under center, drops back for the pass, got all day, and he does throw it to JSN, who is making some moves and gets taken down at the 38-yard line. So that was a really nice game. Like I said, force JSN the ball. That is what you have to do. So that was a very nice 27-yard game. Now you have Darnold out of the shotgun, and he throws it again to JSN, who's going to get you another 9 yards. Kobe Bryant is walking on his own power, but he is going to the locker room with a towel on his head. Does not look good. Hopefully, he is back next week, but it feels as though it's going to be a couple weeks. We'll see. All right. Out of the shotgun. The handoff is to Charbonnet. Charbonnet is going to pick up the first down and more. Gets about a 7 yard rush there. So now Seattle is at the 22-yard line of the Rams. JSN now has 4 receptions for 68 yards, 10.8 fantasy points in PPR, making it a little bit more interesting. I have Puka and I have JSN on my team for fantasy, for my money league. So it's a little weird, but all right. Darnold pitches it to Walker. Walker does not have the blocking for this, and he is going to lose about a yard and a half. All right, Puna Ford gets credited with the tackle there. So Seattle's got to pick up the top. I know there's 11 and a half. It feels like there's a lot of game left, but when you're down by 16 points, two touchdowns and two extra points, you're moving. You got to get there. All right, out of the shotgun, you got JSN in motion. Snap. Darnold throws, fires it to Walker. Walker gets about 14, 13, 14 yards. They are now in the red zone, and it looks like it's going to be first and goal at the 10. Where'd he go down at? Just outside the 10. It should be first and 10. So they still have an opportunity to get a first down if needed here. No, they called it first and goal at the 10-yard line. His cheek hit at the 10 and a half, but all right, out of the shotgun. Darnold throws to Njigba. Njigba tries to make a move, but only gets about 3 yards, maybe four. All right, we got a second and goal at the, I believe, 7, 8, 6, one of those numbers. 10 minutes to go. Second and goal at the 6.5 yard line. Darnold out of the shotgun. Walker to his right. Drops back for the pass. He's getting pressured. He's running to right. It looks like he's throwing it away. He did. He fired that one away. So you're going to have a third and goal now. And you are in fourth down situation right here. So 9:48 to go. Third and goal at the 6 yard line. All right. Third and goal from the 6. Darnold's in the backfield all by himself out of the shotgun. Drops back. He throws an interception at the 2 yard line. They are trying to rip that ball away from the big man, but that is probably all she wrote right there. He gets to the 11-yard line, and that is most likely the end of the game. Darnold does get hit and buried. Oof. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Nothing else to say other than that. Every team has bad games, but the Rams are Seattle's kryptonite. They own us. As unfortunate it is to say, it's true. Um, I really do like and respect and trust Coach McDonald. However, he was brought in to beat Shanahan, and he was brought in to beat McVay. And he has not done either. I think we beat the Niners. I'm gonna Google that statistic right now. Mike McDonald win-loss. Trying to see the actual breakdown. Oof. They just showed the replay there. It was awful. And the run from Quorum gets about 4 yards. Oh, that hurt. All right, so like I said, Coach McDonald was brought in to beat McVay and Shanahan. He has not yet beat the Rams. Let me make sure that's correct. It is. All right, Blake Corum gets nowhere on the carry. It'll be 3rd and 6. Clock is still ticking. 8:50 to go. So Seattle did beat the Niners with McDonald, and it did start out well. It went south quick though. They beat the Niners once. They have yet to beat the Rams since McDonald's been hired. All right, the throw incomplete. 4th and 6. Nakua was covered there. So they they finally stopped him, but is it too late? 8:18 to go. Down 2 scores and two-point conversions. Shahid's going to get a chance to return. Shahid's getting a chance to return. Shahid's getting. And that's why they didn't want Shahid to get the ball. 58-yard punt return. 58-yard punt return. 58 yards. 58-yard punt return. That is why. That is why the Rams have not let Shahid get the ball. Oh, man. Let me update the score real quick. Okay. Shahid stayed in bounds. All right. 2-point try, Seattle. Make it a one-score game. Out of the shotgun. Cup in motion. The snap. Darnold throws. Cup. He got it. All right. All of a sudden, it's a 1-point game with 8 minutes, or a one possession game with 8 minutes to go. That can bring the life of the 12s. I can't. This is why Shahid was not let to have the ball. Wow, that's awesome. Hey, I said I wanted Seattle to get a touchdown and a defensive stop. They got the defensive stop, and now they got the touchdown. Cup almost did not catch that, by the way. They showed the replay. It's like caught between his thighs. All right, 8 minutes, 3 seconds left. That was the Rams' first punt of the night. Bet you they won't be doing that again. I hope they are, though. All right, Myers sends it down, and it's bobbled at the 10. He picks it back up, but he gets stopped at the 22. Beautiful play. Beautiful special teams play right there. All right, let's see what Seattle's defense can do. They get a stop here, and it is such a close game. Stafford getting ready to throw. He throws it to Puka, but Puka gets stopped. Only a 3-yard gain. He got tackled inbounds, so the clock is going to keep going. 3-yard gain. It's 2nd and 7. All right. Fakes the. Oh, get him! Stafford gets hit. Stafford gets hit and throws an incomplete pass. It is 3rd and 7. 7:18 to go. Incomplete pass. Williams got in there. Lawrence got in there. All right. 6 for 14 on third down conversions for the Rams. 111 is the decibel level right now. 3rd and 7 from the 25. You got Stafford in the shotgun. Oh, that looked like it was going to be delay a game. 4-man rush. Stafford is running. He's looking to throw. He's got Lawrence. No. Okay, they're calling that incomplete. I thought that was a completion. It was intended for Mumfield. Mumfield is saying he's got it. Mumfield's telling McVay that he's got it. Oh yeah, not a completion at all. Mumfield was trying to get McVay to throw the challenge flag. I wish he did. All right, back to back 3 and outs. All right, here's second punt. What's he gonna do? You know they're not giving it to Charbonnet. Or short kick bounced out of bounds. They did not want Shaheed to get that again. Seattle, Seattle. So I'm hoping I don't jinx it, and I'm just gonna say it because in my fantasy football league, my buddies said, "Typical Sam." Shake my head. I replied, "This game, my blood pressure. I'm not okay." He says, "Stop. I'm here. We got a game." I reply back, "It's a game. I hate that I'm gonna say it, but Sam, INT, because that's just how he's played this year." All right, 1st and 10 from the 43. A pitch to Shaheed. There is a flag thrown. Shaheed's got to the 40, the 30, the 20, but that flag is probably going to bring it back. It's probably going to be holding. It's like a 30-yard gain. Offense or offsides on the defense. First down, Seattle. There's, oh man. Shaheed just took it for like 35, 40 yards. No, what was that? It was 30, 31 yards. Shaheed just took it for 31 yards. It is now 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Darnold under center. You got Walker in the backfield. The snap, the fake to Walker. Walker picks up a block. They're going for the end zone. AJ Barner for the touchdown. AJ Barner for the touchdown. The touchdown. 26-yard touchdown. No flipping way. No flipping way. Oh my god. Oh man. They're going for the 2 point. They have to. 6:23 to go. 2 point try. All right. 6:23 to go. 30-28. 2 point try. Darnold is under center with K9 in the backfield. Charbonnet is in motion. Quick throw and incomplete. It was batted down. So it is going to stay 30-28 here. Oh, man, I will tell you what, it looked like Darnold overthrew Barner. Wow. They showed the replay on Barner's catch, and it was just a fingertip catch. I mean, for a 6'6" guy to have to jump up. Wait a second. They're saying it was a backward pass, which would be a fumble, which was recovered by Seattle in the end zone, which would be a successful 2 point try. No way. No way. That's what they're looking for. They're under an official timeout reviewing it. Oh boy. There's no way. They're showing it. It's a backward pass. They showed the replay. It's a backward pass. So they're saying it's backwards. And Charbonnet picked it up in the end zone. So that would be a successful 2 point try. No way. No way. Here comes the call. What is it? Oh my god. It's a tied game. It is a tied game. Oh my god. That's insane. That is the craziest 2 point try ever to tie a game. No way. All right. The kick. It's a knuckleball. Recovered at the 4. And he only gets to the. Oh, I thought the ball came out. So they get to the 26. Oh my god. 6:18 to go. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right. First and 10. They hand it off to Corum. Corum only gets a yard and a half. Maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. So the win probability they're showing right now, after Darnold threw the second interception, it was a 3% win probability. Right now, they're at 48. That's a wild stat. All right. 2nd and 10. 5:40 to go. Stafford's under center. You got Corum in the backfield. Fake the handoff to Corum. Stafford's got pressure. He throws it off the hands of Parkinson. Incomplete. 3rd and 8. Stafford is on the ground. He is slow getting up. And Stafford got hit. Ooh, Stafford got hit hard. Helmet right to the ribs. Ugh. He's going to have to grit it. Grit it out. It is loud right now. 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun with Williams to his left. Stafford takes a snap. It's tipped, but it's caught by Nakua. Nakua's trying to get there. He does not get there. It is 3rd and 8. Successful stop. Looks like it's going to be 4th and 3, and they are going to punt. Oh my God. The 3rd straight 3-and-out. Oh man. All right, the punt's away. They got to go out of bounds with it again, right? No, fair catch called for by Shaheed. Made at the 23-yard line. Oh my God. We have a flippin' game, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I have a good idea for a YouTube short, and I just need to find out a couple things. All right, let's see what happens here. Darnold out of the shotgun, fakes a handoff. He throws it just out of the reach for JSN. 4:43 to go, 2nd and 10. All right, 2nd and 10 on the 23. Darnold out of the shotgun. Walker to his right, moving out to the left. It's a throw to Walker. Walker made some cuts, but it looks like, oh, he gets tripped up. He gets maybe 3 yards there, so it's going to be 3rd and 7. Not ideal. Ooh, Matt Stafford is in the medical tent right now. He got hit in the ribs by Nwosu, and I feel as though he's probably just going to get taped up and come back out. All right, 3rd and 7, 4:05 to go. Charbonnet to the right out of the shotgun. It's a pitch to JSN, and Jigba only gets about 4 yards though, so it's going to be shy of the first down here. Quick 3-and-out by Seattle. That is not ideal. Stafford's out of the medical tent already. I don't know if they taped him up or he's gonna grit it. That's what he's gonna do. He's a player. All right. Dixon back to punt. The snap, the kick, line drive, low kick, fair catch called for a made at the 19-yard line by Smith. 3:19 to go. So they're showing Rams are 323-1 when leading by 15 points in the fourth quarter, and Seattle is 0-172 when trailing by 15 points in the fourth quarter. Oof. That one game that the Rams lost when they were trailing by 15 was to the 49ers in 1989. That is absurd. All right, it is loud here. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Stafford is out of the shotgun. Williams to his left. He drops back to pass. He's got, it looks like, Allen for about 5 yards. Nope, 6 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 4. 3:05 to go. The clock is still burning. Second and 4. 2:50 to go. Seattle has all 3 timeouts. Rams have 2. All right, out of the shotgun, dropping back. And the pass is deflected. Knocked down, incomplete pass. DeMarcus Lawrence with the deflection. 3rd and 4, stopped clock with 2:41 to go. Tell you what, Seattle fans are not frowning at the moment. 3rd and 4, Stafford all alone in the backfield, out of the shotgun. 3 men to the right, Nakua to the left. They rush 4. Stafford unloads it to Ooh, a massive hit, but a big first down by Terrence Ferguson. There is a flag, though. What is that? All right, what is this flag? Is it a taunting call? They're saying it might be taunting by Ferguson. Unnecessary roughness. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously? So an added 15 yards onto that. So now it's going to be at the frickin' Seattle 30. They're in field goal range now. I don't see a flag there at all. First and 10, 2:30 to go. Williams takes it to the left. There's holding on him and Worry, and there is a flag. Thank God. All right. 1st and 20 now. Backs him up 10 more yards, so it'll be at Seattle 40. So they're saying it needs to be a 34-yard line. They're at the 41. All right. 2:26 to go. Seattle does have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. All right. Stafford throws. It's complete to Parkinson for about 5 yards. So it appears as though so Seattle takes their first time out. Nakua is jawing with Love and Imanwari. Imanwari getting right in Nakua's face there. I love that. All right, second and 15, 2:20 left in the game. Seattle took their timeout. So two timeouts to each team right now. 60 points combined this game. And there will be more. All right. The run by Williams. Williams does get about 7 yards, unfortunately. So it'll be about a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. Seattle takes a second timeout with 2:15 to go. Ooh, this is tense. My blood pressure is high. All right. This is a massive play. Massive play for both teams right now. 3rd and 8. 2:15 to go. Stafford out of the shotgun. Williams to his left. He is passing. And he just absolutely overthrows it. Please no flag. 4th and 8, 2:11. All right. It is 4th and 8, 2 minutes 11 seconds to go. We are all tied up with 30. Rams have two timeouts. Seattle has one. There still is the 2-minute warning. Harrison Mevis, 48 yards away. The snap, the hold, the kick, and it is good. It is with. It's no good. It looks so good. What happened? What what happened? It looked so good. I need to see that replay. I literally went to my counter to add the 3 points. It was straight, and it just whoa. And it is 30 all. Seattle will get the ball back on their own 29. They have the 2-minute warning. They're at the 38 or 29, sorry. All right. 1st and 10. 2 minutes, 7 seconds. They're at the 38. Charbonnet takes it for a yard and a half, maybe 2 yards there. That is the 2-minute warning. Oh, the aliens are in this one for sure. So it is going to be 2nd and 8 at the 2-minute warning. Seattle is on, or Seattle has the ball on their 40-yard line. They only need a field goal. They have one timeout left. A lot of time. So I assume there's going to be some runs. Make McVay use his two timeouts. Oh my God. This game. My blood pressure. My doctor will not be happy. All right, no coaches challenge allowed in the last 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and I believe the booth in New York. All right. 2nd and 8 from their own 40. Myers is warming up his leg. Let's go, Seahawks. Prove everyone wrong right now. All right, 2nd and 8. Darnold is in the shotgun. Walker is moving out to the right. Coming back and in. All right, Darnold steps back. He's getting pressured, and that is not what you do. You do not take a sack right here, Darnold. Are you freaking kidding me? Ah, the Rams use a timeout now. Why do you do that, Darnold? Why? Throw it away. Zabel got beat again. Turner's got his number, man. Verse and Turner got to him, but Zabel got beat bad. Zabel's allowed 1.5 sacks now this game. Yeah, no kidding. Freaking gingers. All right, 3rd and 17. They've got forever to go. Darnold throws it and it gets deflected. 4th and 17 with 1:50 to go. Oh, man. Incomplete. Blocked at the line by Turner. It was a pass intended for A.J. Barner. Dixon almost bobbled the snap. The kick was low, or the snap was low. Deep catch, fair catch, 12-yard line with 1:42 and one timeout. 52-yard kick. That is what we needed. He does. He needs to settle down. He is so stressed, and you can see it with how he's playing. He doesn't want to throw an INT, and he took a sack, which is like, okay, sack versus INT, but at the same time, it's just like, you gotta. He held on to that ball for a long time. I don't know what the coverage looked like, down the field, but all right. 1st and 10. Stafford out of the shotgun. Stafford's getting pressured. He gets hit again. Low pass to Williams, incomplete. Let's go Seattle. Let's go D. Let's go 12s. Make it loud. Snap out of the shotgun. Stafford launching it. Got it. Nakua got it. Big catch by Nakua. Now they are at the 41-yard line, and they are running up to keep this game clock going. Oh man, that was brutal. All right. Incomplete pass by Stafford to make it 2nd and 10 now. Oh boy. Okay, Nakua's out for this play. All right. 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 39-yard line. Stafford out of the shotgun. Dropping back. Face mask. That was contested but caught by Mumfield. But I definitely saw a face mask there or illegal hands to the face by the offense on, I believe it was either Lawrence or Imanwari. Oh no. Is that Imanwari? And that cost Seattle their final timeout, too. Yeah, right there, hands to the face. So there goes Seattle's only timeout remaining. And it was Eamon Warry shaken up. Damn it. Not the time for this, but if Seattle's D can step up, we might just bring it to overtime. All right, they're going to give him the first down. So they're saying the runner made the line to gain, so it's a first down LA. So now you have Kobe Bryant out and Nick Emenwari out. It's like a huge delay game going on right now. Just waiting for them to start the game again. It's weird. All right, here we go. All right. First and 10, a minute 2 left at the 49. Rams 49. Stafford out of the shotgun, Williams to his left. Snap, dropping back for a pass. He throws for Mumfield, sorry, incomplete. 57 seconds to go. Now, a pick six or a pick with like a 20-yard return would be mint right now. All right, second and 10. Same setup as last play. Stafford throws it, and it's dropped by Parkinson. It'll be a third and 10. Pick six. Pick six. Speak it into existence. Type it into existence. Speak it, type it, whatever. Dream it, pray it, wish it. Third and 10. Stafford drops back, unloads, incomplete. Nobody even there. It is fourth and 10. Well overthrows Puka Nakua here. Barry, thank you for the pick six type. God, I have lost my voice, and the messed up part is I haven't even been yelling. It's just because I'm sick that I lost it. It's awful. All right, the snap, the hold, the kick is a high floater, fair catch called for. Shaheed makes it at the 15-yard line. 42 seconds to go, no timeouts. Defenses have just stood up in the last like 4 or 5 drives. All right, first and 10 at the 15. 42 seconds to go. All right, out of the shotgun. First and 10. Darnold drops back. He dumps it to Charbonnet. Charbonnet is going to get 13 yards. They're running up to look like they're going to spike it. There's going to be a flag there. JSN was offsides. They're not calling a flag. Oh, got lucky there. JSN was way offsides on that one. Him and Wari is going to the locker room. Oof. All right, second and 10 at the 28. 29 seconds to go. Darnold out of the shotgun. Dropping back to pass. He's got pressure. He's down. Sacked. Sacked by the ankle. The Rams are not going to use their timeout. And it looks like that's going to go to OT. Yeah. Neither team's pushing the envelope here. They're letting it go to overtime. Oh man, end of regulation. I am going to use the head real quick. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, Seattle wins the toss, and JSN and Stafford shake hands. Two great competitors there, and they are going to give the ball to the Rams first. What a game. All right, do some fantasy updates real quick. It's been a little while. Puka Nakua's 9 receptions for 168 yards and a touchdown has him at 31.8. JSN has 6 receptions for 75 yards, has him at 13.5. Matthew Stafford, 387 yards, 2 passing TDs for 24.08. Um, Seattle's defense has -1, even though they have 1 touchdown. They have allowed 30 points. Zach Charbonnet has 27 yards and a TD with 3 receptions for 20 for a 15.7 game. Cooper Kupp has 2 receptions, 18 yards, but he has a fumble lost for 3.8. Kenneth Walker, 94 yards, 1 rushing touchdown, 3 receptions for 64. He has 24.8 points fantasy. Jason Myers only has the 2 extra points, so that is 2 points for him. Not a great day for a kicker to have him. Kyron Williams, 69 rushing yards, 3 receptions, 15 yards. He has 11.4 fantasy points. And last but not least, let's go. We need Blake Corum. Blake Corum is 10.4 fantasy points, 13 carries, 44 yards, a TD. All right, and we have the kickoff received at the 8. No way. The run, he gets to the 49, but there is a flag. All right, it's coming back. holding on the receiving team from the spot of the foul. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. All right, Sam Darnold has 17 for 28 for 221, a touchdown, two interceptions, three carries for 7 yards, 11.5 fantasy points. All right, so it is 1st and 10. The Rams have it at the 20-yard line. Stafford drops back for a pass, passes it to Nakua, and he is fighting his way for a 9-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and 1. All right, here we go, Seahawks. Here we go. 2nd and 1 at the 29. Stafford under center. Fakes a handoff, rolls to his left, looks to his right, throws it. It is caught by Corum. Corum gets pushed out of bounds after about 15-yard gain. Oh, 13-yard gain, sorry. All right, if you're just joining, I appreciate you being here. If you subscribe, I appreciate you. If you follow me on Twitter, I appreciate you more. Or not Twitter, Twitch. I appreciate you more. I just messing around. I love all of you. So, great game here. Stafford under center takes it, and he is under pressure, but he avoids the sack and fires, overthrows his receiver for Ferguson, and it's going to be a 2nd and 10. Again, if you're just joining, this is one incredible game. Seattle was out of it, and then just in a massive turnaround, they've been able to tie it on the craziest 2-point try I think I've ever seen. Successful 2-point try. All right, 2nd and 10 from the 42. Stafford throws. He's going deep. It is not intercepted. There is a flag, though. Please don't be on Seattle. I think it's going to be called on Love for PI. Illegal contact defense. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. A lot better than pass interference, though. So Ernest Jones got the illegal contact penalty. So it's only a 5-yard penalty. Oh, God, Jones. Oof. Just gives him a little, hey, I'm right here. All right. Up to the 47. 1st and 10, 8:23 to go. Stafford under center. Takes snap, hands it off to Corum. Corum's fighting, fighting, fighting. Gets 4. Kobe Bryant, knee injury. Tariq Woolen, knee injury. Emin concussion. That's our secondary right now. That's our secondary right now. All right, 2nd and 6. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. They're calling it an interception off a deflection. Blake Corum could not come down with it. It was a little high. Corum had to go up, could not come down with it. Oh no. It's going to be such a close. Nope. That's an incomplete. Hell of an opportunity. Hell of a try there. So it's going to be a 3rd and 6 instead of an interception. Man, that was a very good opportunity there. Very nice try. So, by the way, the Rams defense has 8 points so far, even though they've allowed 30. They have 2 interceptions, a fumble, and a sack. 4 sacks, sorry. So it's an incomplete pass. Call reverse. It'll be 3rd and 6. Oh, such a close play there. Oh, man, that's just oof. Don't let it take the wind out of your sails, though. It is 3rd and 6. The 12s know it. It is loud. 3rd and 6. Let's see what Matt Stafford and the Rams can dial up here, and let's see how Mike McDonald combats it. Out of the shotgun, he gets a snap. There's a blitz. He gets hammered, but Nakua gets a first down. There is a flag. It looked like Stafford got hammered, but there is a flag. Offsides by the defense. Ugh. Boye Mafe offsides is what they're calling it. All right, so it'll be a 1st and 10. Now, Sean McVay called a timeout and they ignored it. All right, Stafford hands it off to Williams, and Williams is getting stuffed after a 1 yard gain, maybe a half-yard gain. 7 minutes to go. All right, 2nd and 9. At the 41-yard line, fakes a handoff. He throws a bullet for Nakua, and Nakua takes it in for the touchdown. 41-yard touchdown by Puka Nakua. Oh, that hurts. 41-yard touchdown by Puka Nakua. Man, and that's what happens when you don't have him and Maury and everybody else. Extra point is good. Dang. All right, let's see if Sam Darnold can not see some ghosts. Ugh. When you have three members of your secondary out, it's not a surprise. All right. Tis the game of football. So let's see what happens here. You've got the kick is underway, and that's going to be out of the end zone again because they don't want Shaheed to touch it. All right. It's going to be Seattle's ball at the 35. All right, Darnold, don't see any ghosts here. All right. Under center. Darnold hands it off to Walker. Walker pauses, bounces to the left, and is only going to get 4 yards. All right. 2nd and 6. 5:55 to go. All right, at the 39-yard line. Drop back for the pass. Darnold rolls out right, throws it to JSN, and it looks like a catch. Did he get it? Officials call it a catch. That'll be a first down catch by Njigba. Let's go, JSN. Yeah, that's two. He got it. That was a beautiful 17-yard catch. All right. And Darnold rolls out right. Looks like he threw it away. He threw that away. So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the Rams 44. Man, if Seattle gets the touchdown here, go for two. You're 2 for 2 on 2 points. Ooh, 2nd and 10 at the 44 of the Rams. Darnold out of the shotgun. JSN out to the right. Shaheed to the left. Darnold fires for JSN. JSN's looking for a flag. There is a flag. Pass interference on the defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul on Forbes. It's looking like he grabbed his arm, they're saying. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was. Good call. All right, Seattle's at the 39, 1st and 10. Under center with Walker in the backfield. Darnold takes a snap. He does hand it off to Walker, who gets absolutely upended and gains 2 yards. JSN has. Oh, Walker has 100 yards on the day. JSN has 92. All right. Thank you to everybody who's still here. This is a late game, almost through an entire overtime period. Darnold is out of the shotgun. Charbonnet to his left, JSN to his right. Cup on the right as well. Darnold throws it, and they're calling it a catch. Cooper Kupp makes a massive grab. A massive grab by Cooper Kupp. Oh my God, beautiful play by Cooper Cup. Oh man, Cooper Cup for 21 yards. Darnold out of the shotgun dumps it off to Charbonnet. Charbonnet's trying to get yardage. He gets about 2 yards. All right, Darnold needs to calm down. There's 4:10 to go. You have two timeouts. You are at the 16-yard line. It's 2nd and 8 with 4 minutes to go. All right, 2nd and 8 at the 14. Darnold under center. Shaheed in motion. Fakes a handoff to Charbonnet. Rolls to his right. He throws it, and he's got A.J. Barner inside the 10-yard line. He's going to be 4 yards shy of the first down marker. I said that. I absolutely said that. I just said what the announcer said. The announcer said that if they score here, they should go for the 2 point. And I agree with that. I said that like 5 minutes ago. All right. Darnold under center. Takes a snap. Hands it to Charbonnet. Charbonnet takes it up. He gets a first down. He is inside the 5 yard line at the 3.5. First and goal. First and goal at the 4 yard line. And it appears to be timeout by the Rams. 3:17 to go. What a game. Absolutely, what a game. Again, the winner controls the path to the NFC #1 seed. Seattle clinches a playoff berth with a win here. The Rams have clinched a playoff berth. Seattle has not. If they win this game, they clinch a playoff berth. If they lose and Detroit loses, the Lions lose, Seattle still clinches. But obviously, you want it to be on your own accord. All right, here we go. First and goal at the 4 yard line. Darnold's going to be under center with Charbonnet in the backfield. You have Cup, Shaheed, and Barner to the right. JSN alone to the left. Shaheed's in motion to the left. You got the snap. Fake to Charbonnet. Darnold's throwing it. He throws it for JSN. It's a touchdown. JSN for the touchdown. Oh my God. You go for two. You go for two. Go for two. 37-36. They are 2 for 2 for 2 points tonight. I say McVay calls a timeout here. There it is. Rams call their final timeout. Oh man, this game. 96 yards. So JSN now has 8 receptions for 96 and a TD. He's got 23.6 fantasy points in PPR. Puka has 12 receptions for 225 and 2 receiving touchdowns. My headset is almost dead. All right. 2 point try. What do we got? Darnold out of the shotgun. Charbonnet to his right. You have Cup in motion going to the right. JSN to the right. Timeout. Timeout Seattle. I'm going to replace my battery real quick. All right, battery replaced. This is game. If they make it, we win. If they miss it, we lose. 37 to 36. It'll be a one play try at the 2 yard line. 20 point lets, 20 seconds left on the play clock. Now 15. All right, Darnold out of the shotgun. Three receivers to the right. Charbonnet to the left. Barner in motion. The pass. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my God. And that is the final. That is the final. Seattle with the win. Oh, I want to scream so bad, but my kids are sleeping. Oh my God. No way. Seattle is number one in the NFC. No freaking way. No freaking way. That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Seahawks are playoff bound. Oh man, that is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Wow. Yes, they did. Seattle wins 38 to 37 in overtime on a absolute nail biter. The Seahawks went for it on a 2 point conversion because they did not want to tie it. This was a massive win. This was an incredible game. I am so happy I was able to call it. I am so happy Seattle came out with the win. I will not lie, when this was 30 to 14, I pretty much called that Seattle was not coming back. And after a Shaheed touchdown and and a 2 point, or what was the first one? Yeah, it was the Shaheed touchdown and then the AJ Barner 26-yard touchdown. Absolutely incredible. So, thank you everybody who joined tonight. I have absolutely lost my voice. I hope that I gain it back soon. What a freaking game. We have the first seed in the NFC. We control our destiny from here on out. That is a massive statement win. Thank you to each and every one of you. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you in the next one. Kodiak out. Have a wonderful night. Peace.